I hope you're ready to welcome Zara Madani on the show, who's a singer, songwriter, composer and curator. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Richa.
How are you doing?
Well, thank you. So lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you as well. And guys, हमारे segment का नाम है Lights, Camera, Action. Right, so you know Zara, I have to say that I've been watching your Instagram stories and it's so nice to see that now you've started doing these beautiful rags in meditative classes as well. So it's great to see that you know आपका music sort isn't restricted to just songwriting and curation and composition. They should exploring different aspects of who you are, and I actually heard one of them while skipping one of the stories and I stopped and I actually enjoyed it. It was so beautiful. So tell us about that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So recently I did a vocal meditation workshop based on healing frequencies.
How lovely.
Targeting the 7 chakras. So every frequency that we designed was specially targeting the chakras.
So were you playing with the cadence of your voice to actually accomplish that?
Yes. So basically there was a soundscape which I sort of designed with Laila, the DJ.
Yeah.
And there were frequencies kind of blended in the soundscape. And the vocal meditation that I did over it was exactly was to match the frequency of that.
How lovely, that's amazing. And I think, I mean, I'm sure the Instagram story didn't do justice, but जो सामने बैठ के सुन रहा होगा, उसको तो goosebumps हुए होंगे. I'm sure
I'm actually going to do some more posts.
Sure, let me know. I'll definitely attend. Looks great. Acha, and there's a United Nations campaigns you've just recently worked on as well, which is something that you can perhaps tell us about too.
There was one that I did some time back, which was like an early marriage campaign. Again done by BBDO for the United Nations. And there's another one that recently happened which was on domestic violence. And so I sang like a few lines of Banno Teri, like the famous Banna Bani song. But done in a very unusual sort of sad tone. So I sang a few lines, but not like in a happy sort of way.
I get it. That was an interesting take on it. Did you think of this yourself? You'll pick up one of the folk music we have?
No, it was actually Zohaib's idea. Zohaib Ghazi, he's the producer of the track.
How lovely.
And of course the improvisation was my sort of idea.
How lovely.
And strangely, the beauty about the whole track is the fact that we are dropping the tempo like throughout in the song.
She's such a delight to even listen to when she's speaking, not just when she's singing but also when she's speaking. And she was actually telling me that wo ab singing classes bhi kara rahi hain. So Zara, that's so phenomenal. Do you have people who come up and girls who are really into this and boys as well?
Yes, actually both.
Wow.
So I have been teaching for a while.
Okay.
It's been a few years now.
Okay.
I was teaching at the CAS and British Overseas, and now I'm teaching at the Indus Valley School of Art and Architecture.
Oh, nice.
Again, I'm doing another semester there. I've taught at IB as well. I'm doing classes at home for children and adults, both. And I do online classes, so I have a lot of my students who are based out of Europe. Some of them are in Paris, some of them are in Canada, some in America.
Wow.
And London. So yeah, it's lots of different kinds of people.
The different and I'm sure you learn from them as well, given you have such a nice pool of nationalities that you're dealing with too, it seems.
Yes, it's quite interesting actually.
It's quite interesting. Okay, so tell me a little about the ADA Awards and the curation that you did for that. Generally, how do you curate your music?
So it's always nice to kind of, and the way how I do it, I like to sort of read up a little bit about what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
So when ADA happened, when I met the lady who was heading ADA.
Yeah. ADA is Architecture, Design, Art.
So they happen every year.
Yeah.
So she said, I want something which is, something very unusual and different, and what do you have in mind? So they were paying tribute to, some of the designers and artists who passed away.
Okay.
So, so I just thought of this beautiful ghazal by Hazrat Mohani, and I composed it. And then I sat down on the arrangement of it with Rake Jameel from Mughal Funk. He's a producer.
Okay.
Abhi unhone, I think, uska Nescafe ka bhi koi gana kiya.
Okay.
So he's a great person and a very good producer. I really enjoyed working with him. So it was very, very emotional because they were showing clips of all the people who've passed away, and the singing and the whole sort of arrangement over that just kind of just blended really well. So I enjoyed doing that for sure.
How lovely, how lovely. So, you know, if I were to put aside your United Nations campaign, and if I was to put aside your ADA award, and if I talk about Nadan, right, as a song, तो उसकी क्या story है? What's behind that? How do you usually get to a song? How do you get to an emotion?
So I think Nadan is definitely like very, very close to my heart.
Yeah?
Because usually hota hai ki, you know, when I'm sitting down to compose anything, there's always some sort of like some musician with me, you know, either a guitarist or somebody on the harmonium, or, and that's how I kind of get the inspiration to sort of compose something. But Nadan just came to me.
Came to you.
And in my sort of, in my space.
In your space. And that is very true to who you are as a person, you would say, right?
Absolutely.
So, you know, Zara, you were telling me that abhi, you know, last time you came with Haseeb.
Yes.
Right? And you were telling me that abhi jo album release hone wali hai, it's going to be more uppity up.
Yes.
Right? Which is something
very
unusual of you, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? That uppity up music bhi aa raha hai thoda.
Very, very different.
Yeah.
Because it's very pop. And it's very electronic.
Yeah.
And very
but that
happening
works nowadays, right? With the Gen Zs and all as well.
Yes, it does. But interestingly, I was really planning it, to be really honest, because when I started working with Bouncy, his name is actually Haseeb, is known as Bouncy.
He's known as Bouncy.
So he's a kid. I mean, he's about 22, 23 years old or something. And I really enjoyed working with him. So there's a lot of his energy in the album as well. And he is an arranger and producer.
I love it. I'm really looking forward to actually check it out. When's the album's coming out?
Just planning it.
Just planning
around the corner.
Soon. Wishing you all the best with that.